sometimes you can tell that it's their first attempt
Yeah.
when you go back and play, like, or when you come to newer games and play them anyway. So it'll be a bit more updated, which would be good.
Had a question from the comments. What are your thoughts on Halo Infinite? You were at the conference, Mike.
Yes, I
what
was,
are
yeah.
your thoughts on Halo Infinite? It
My,
was a CG trailer. If you didn't catch it yourself, you can see it online. It was just a CG trailer.
my main thought was that, like, Master Chief's a real jerk.
Yeah.
Right, so there's this guy who's, like, shipwrecked, basically, floating through space. And he's, like, looking at messages from his family and stuff. He looks devastated. And then you see him, like, aging, his beard's growing and stuff. And then all
He's
of
like Tony Stark in the beginning of Endgame.
Endgame,
There you go.
right. And then, like, Master Chief turns up and he's like, yeah, Master Chief. And he, like, reboots him and he's, like, doing all this, jury rigging to get him back
Power,
up.
yeah.
And then Master Chief's just like, well, see ya, shoves him out of the way and, like, opens the hatch into the coldness of space, presumably killing this dude.
That way he's like, yeah, we're going to go home. And
He's like, no, we're going to fight.
no,
And he's
I
like,
want to go home.
do you not hear me? I want to go home. So, yeah, Master Chief, zero chill. Other than that, I mean,
Good to hear the music though.
yeah, good to hear the
Yeah,
music.
yeah,
And we
yeah,
got a
all
little,
those
in the Project Scarlet
Little
thing, we got
strains
little,
of Halo come.
little glimpses of
crowding
the
in,
world and stuff. So
Yeah.
I think in combination with all the stuff they said with the Project Scarlet stuff about, seamless worlds and kind of things like that, and the name Infinite, I'm hoping that, when the very first Halo was announced, it was going to be like an open world thing.
That's true, yeah.
Right, when they, back when it was like a
Mac
game.
yeah.
So I do wonder whether, like, Halo Infinite and I think their new engine is called Slip Space or something like that,
Yeah.
which suggests, like, traveling over vast distances. I wonder whether it's going to be like either an open world or even like an open
I
universe
don't know though.
type
Like
thing.
for me, like the essential Halo formula is about, what do they call it? Like 60 seconds of fun, and it's not like exactly. It's not linear and it's not really like tight like that, but
It's like a combat arena,
They call them
yeah.
like bowls,
Yeah.
bowls of combat, and then you can't do that when you've got an open world where you can approach any area from any direction. I mean, I'm interested to see them try, but
Yeah.
I'm curious because the Halo formula to me is
Yeah.
slightly more directed than an open world. Do you know what I mean?
but it
Yeah.
also it ain't Halo 6, so maybe they're changing the formula up.
Maybe
We'll
what
see.
we need is Halo 6.
Maybe we'll change. Send it back. We don't want it.
What if it's an MMORPG, Mike? What then?
No, well then I'm not.
Then you'll
playing
be
it.
sorry.
I'm not playing it. What was it? There was one of the. It was Fantasy Star, which they showed.
Oh, yeah.
Which I think a lot of
Yeah.
people are going to be very excited
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
But it cracked me up because there was there's a thing. One of the lines on the trailer was like a quest that never ends, and I sort of leaned over to Andy and said, "This is exactly why I don't like MMOs."
You don't want a quest that never ends.
No, I don't.
What's
I want
wrong
a quest
with
that has
you?
a very
Mission
clear
fulfilled,
endpoint
yeah.
where I feel rewarded.
I noticed commenter Void Ranger in the comments saying, "Have they already talked about Keanu Reeves?" Because I mean,
First 20
it was,
minutes.
It was
that's true.
literally the first thing we
Just
talked
him.
about. But when you do that in a live stream, a lot of people don't turn up
That's
until
true.
the later stages. So I
Yeah.
insist that we rehash everyone's thoughts and feelings on
Yes.
Keanu Reeves.
I think
Love
it's.
him.
I think it was really cool that he's in there and he looked
It-
like a brilliant cyberpunk
It was
character.
it was just really cool. I think just the entire reveal of, like, he just, like, comes down into frame and you're like, is it? Because I
Yeah.
recognised the beard first.
Yes,
and then,
you saw the beard
and then like the guy, I was like, no, because he had the perfect hair and then whipped off the glasses, and I was like sitting on my own in a hotel room and I just went, no.
Yeah.
And then all the smoke happened and then he walked out and I was like, no. And I was very jealous.
I suppose the other exciting thing about that is that not to denigrate any of the talent who the vocal talent in Witcher 3, but how cool is it that CD Projekt Red is now working with, like, Hollywood, like legit Hollywood talent, and the level of performance capture, the kind of little gestures and ticks that all the different characters have. Like, it's just I said this before when we last saw Cyberpunk, but a game with that level of detail, it's almost impossible to believe it was made by a team of human beings.
It just arrived from space.
Yeah, it capsule opened and there's perfectly formed, like,
It fell through a
cyberpunk
time
world.
hole from the future.
Yeah,
or
It's just
something.
like the details, like the cybernetics on his face and
Yeah.
stuff of the main character. Just it
It looks
so
astonishing,
good.
and we are going to see more of it this week, and we're
Yeah.
probably going to be breathlessly excited about more cyberpunk stuff
Yeah.
later on. I mean, obviously we're coming to the end of this live stream and stuff, but we are also making actual videos that will be appearing on the channel, and hopefully if you didn't manage to get your question answered, or we didn't talk about the game that you're super excited about, hopefully we'll be seeing it later this week. E3 the show doesn't open for another 2 days.
Hasn't started yet.
Hasn't started yet.
So please do subscribe to both Outside Xbox and Outside Extra for all the E3 stuff over the next week.
Yeah. Now let's go and make some more videos.
Thank you so much. I'm going to run over and press the stop streaming
Okay.
button. You
Ellen
guys do
and
the
I
waving.
will entertain you while Mike goes and presses buttons because we have no producer, and that's a wrap.